If you think life is already crazy, just wait. Anna is now praying day and night, hoping La Llorona will teach her kids a lesson, finally making her realize the seriousness of the regrets are useless now. She must protect her kids. Meanwhile, Saomumu is doing homework at home, with something happening outside. She hears the attic door creaking open and cautiously approaches the stairs, trying to push the floorboard back with a hook. Then, a strange sound comes from her sister's room. Saomumu can't help but shout her sister's name a few times, and when there's no reply, she heads straight into Sao's room. At the very moment she goes to close the window, Anna happens to return home, anxiously rushing to take her injured son to the hospital for immediate treatment. When the doctor sees Saomu's burn on her arm, he immediately calls Child Protective Services. Then, a surprising turn of events happens. Anna's colleagues and Old Hay come knocking at her door at night. They suspect Anna of abusing her own children, and at this point, Anna finally understands what it's like to feel hunt. No matter how much she explains, people just won't believe that La Llorona is behind this. After all, some things need to be seen to be believed. Of course, some things really need to be seen, but after Old Hay and his buddy leave, Anna seeks out Saomumu to talk about La Llorona, while her daughter Saoi is upstairs in the bathroom getting ready. Just when Saoi can't open her eyes, La Llorona's daughter can sneak in, gently washing her hair. She thinks it's just her mom coming in to help. Saoi complies and dips her head underwater to rinse. However, Anna keenly starts to sense that something's off. So she calls out Saoi, and after waiting a while with no response, she rushes upstairs in a panic. Just in time, she rescues Saoi from La Llorona, but Saoi starts to back away slowly, and let's just say La Llorona's background isn't clean. La Llorona's retreat has been blocked off, leaving Anna in a truly tough spot. At that moment, Anna finally figures out what's happening, but her daughter is retreating even farther. Saomumu suddenly raises her tiny finger, causing Anna to experience quite a shock and a startle. She cannot let her children end up like Patricius. So the next day, she turns to Father Pires for help. But the priest says that since the Annabelle incident, he has realized he's no match for La Llorona. So, she thinks of the witch she saw that day. Maybe the witch has a way to deal with La Llorona. But when the witch hears their intentions, she immediately declines Anna's request. But Saoi gently grabs her hand, making it impossible for the witch to refuse. Using her innocent gaze, Saoi makes it hard for the witch to say no. Eventually, the witch reluctantly takes the job. She quickly returns to Anna's house and begins to set things up, starting with touching every corner with eggs. Then she starts chanting a spell, Rain Arshan, him on my grind, tomatoes $10 for £3, let's sing without a band. At this moment, Anna sees the dark egg liquid and can't help but suspect that it's merely a magic trick employed by the witch doctor to deceive the masses. At that moment, Anna finally believes in the witch's powers and starts following her directions. She places white candles in every corner of the house, and the witch tells Saomumu that La Llorona won't go near the candlelit areas. Then, the witch spreads fire tree seeds at each room's entrance so La Llorona can't cross the threshold. Soon, darkness falls, and the witch lights all the candles, creating a mysterious atmosphere in the room. With the mystical empowerment of the witch's magical artifact in her hand, everyone can distinctly sense a force quietly drawing nearer. This is it. As the supernatural energy gathers, everyone's heart races with anxiety. Suddenly, La Llorona unexpectedly appears within the staircase, remaining motionless, while a single, gleaming tear slowly trickles down her cheek. The witch doesn't rush to help Anna. Instead, she scans the area, and the two children, frightened, quietly seek help. But the witch slowly retreats into the darkness, leaving everyone with no choice but to hide under the dining table. The oil lamp tips over on the ground, sliding toward the kids, and the atmosphere becomes more terrifying. The two seem to have abruptly become aware that something is amiss, exclaiming, "Mommy! Mom, help!" The kid screams to wake Anna, and she rushes toward her son but can't catch up. Just as Iomamu is on the verge of being ruthlessly dragged away, the mysterious witch doctor suddenly emerges from the pitch darkness, firmly grabbing her and swiftly opening a bottle to spray towards the enemy. Iomamu's voice rises in a terrified scream. It's utterly shocking to hear. It's only then that Iomamu realizes the witch has been treating them as if they were La Llorona's kids. Anna huffs an annoyance but thinks about how the witch saved her whole family, so she holds her tongue. She just hopes they can safely get through tonight. Afterward, La Llorona can never hurt them again. Just then, they hear a crash at the back door. They realize they forgot to lock the back door and rush to block it, but the door beside Saori swings open unexpectedly. She spots her favorite sheep doll lying by the door and tries to grab it before La Llorona shows up. Little did she know, as soon as Saori picks up the doll, it wipes the fire tree seed barrier away. Anna immediately thinks of their backyard pool and jumps right in without hesitation, finally finding her daughter Saori after a search. But she didn't expect La Llorona to be in the pool too. Definitely not good news. How could she let Anna go so easily? She thinks the night has just begun, and Anna is not ready for everything that's about to unfold. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe.